What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the best franchise on YouTube, the Washington Football Team franchise. We're here in week number 11, getting ready to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. But as always, we got a few things to handle in the front office before we get to the game itself. Landon Collins ended up getting honored with Defensive Player of the Week for his amazing performance against the Colin Kaepernick-led Detroit Lions in week number 10. Really helped lead the way for us to get that win with his two interceptions, one return for a touchdown. Like I said, with this team, we really rely on our defense. Our defense basically runs the ship here. Offense is good, but yeah, the defense is basically the key to this team. Anyways, our defense is actually going to be tested this week. The Bengals actually come in with a record of 4-5, so you wouldn't expect too much for them. But they have a very nice running back core. Starts with Saquon Barkley. They ended up making a trade with the Giants. I don't know what it was. But the Giants ended up sending Saquon to Cincinnati, and they also ended up keeping Joe Mixon, who's still a superstar running back. So they have X Factor Saquon and superstar Joe Mixon. We'll see what we can do. Our Washington Football Team, they're no slouches. They've made a name for themselves as a pretty damn good defense. Top 5 against the run. You would expect something like that with the front 5 we have with Matt Ioannidis, Ryan Kerrigan, Chase Young, not Deron Payne. We ended up trading Deron Payne, but we still kept Jonathan Allen. And our linebackers are pretty good as well with, Cleek Hudson, who's our rookie. Cole Holcomb, we try to sub in there from time to time because I don't like Thomas Davis. Thomas Davis is just still really slow. But we end up moving Montez Sweat back to linebacker. So we'll see what our defense can do matched up against this running game of the Bengals. We already know that's the strength of their team. So we ended up doing our gap play. Our game focus is just do your job, control your gaps, and we'll be able to stop this running attack. But anyways, we're going to be starting things off on offense. Strowman's going to return the ball out of the end zone. Gets the ball up to about the 23-yard line. Good starting spot for Dwayne Haskins in the offense. 1st and 10, Haskins is going to actually roll out of the pocket. Never seen that too much of that happen for him. Ends up connecting with Terry McLaurin across the middle. It's always a good thing to see Haskins finding Terry McLaurin early. If we had that combination going early in the game, I'm feeling really good about things. Anyways, 1st and 10. After that, McLaurin gets called for the holding. Backs us up 2 yards. 1st and 12. Haskins drops back to throw again. Looking late for Logan Thomas. He might have had him early if we would have thrown that earlier. Waited a little bit too late. Pass gets broken up. 2nd and 12. We end up handing the ball off to J.D. McKinnis, and he's able to get a nice gain. Brings it up to a 3rd and 5 situation. In danger of this offensive drive fizzling out, and we end up connecting with Steven Sims underneath. He's able to pick up the 1st down to the 46-yard line. Haskins drops back and he takes another shot for a different tight end. This time it's Jeremy Sprinkle. He's able to truck his way down to the 31-yard line. Washington's offense is moving pretty good right now. 1st and 10, we hand it off to McKinnis. He gets stopped for only a gain of 3 yards. Bringing up a 2nd and 7 from the 28-yard line. Haskins drops back to throw, feeling the pressure. Is hit as he's thrown, trying to throw the ball to McKinnis, and luckily that ball falls innocently to the ground. 3rd and 7 from the 28-yard line. Don't want to take any unnecessary shots, but we got Terry McLaurin. Like I said, as long as that Terry McLaurin and Haskins 1-2 punch is working, I'm feeling pretty good about things. I'd feel even better if we're able to get this running game going with Adrian Peterson. But as long as the passing game is open, I'm feeling all right. 2nd and goal, we're going to hand the ball off, or not hand it off. We're going to give the jet sweep to Sims. He's able to get maybe a yard. Gets us to the 7-yard line. 3rd and goal, Haskins finds his guy again. Terry McLaurin into the end zone. What's that? 3 or 4 attempts that drive were all to to Terry McLaurin, and Haskins was putting the ball on the money. So if he's throwing the ball like this, I'm feeling a lot better with things, especially with how good I know my defense is. If Haskins can throw the ball, I feel really good. Anyways, 1st and 10, the Bengals' first drive, and like I mentioned, they're already starting off with running the ball. Why wouldn't you when you have Saquon Barkley and Joe Mixon? These two guys right here, give them the ball as much as possible. 2nd and 3, they hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley, and he's stopped by Matt Ioannidis. Probably a yard short of the 1st down. Brings us up to a 3rd and 1 situation. Another hurry-up run here by the Bengals. Joe Burrow under center, calling out the plays, ends up setting up an RPO. They hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley. He was able to get the edge. Takes a shot from Thomas Davis, holds onto the ball. and picks up the first down to the 41-yard line. First and 10, they got Joe Mixon back in there to spell Saquon Barkley. I understand why they're running this hurry up offense. Why not? I mean, you got two really good running backs. You just run into one of them's tired and then just put the other one right back in there. First and 10, they're going to hand the ball off to Joe Mixon. He's able to run off to the left side, maybe pick up about 2, maybe 3 yards. Oh, they give him 4. Second and 6 from the 45-yard line. Burrow sends Delaney Walker in motion. Gosh, they made some trades here. But that run is blown up by Khalil Hudson in the backfield. Ends up losing yards, bringing up a 3rd and 11. What? Who is that? Oh, I forgot about this game. So, it just got me again because I'm so used to seeing this defensive team with only 1 star, and that 1 star being Ryan Kerrigan. Yeah, I literally went through this entire drive, and I think the next drive, without even noticing that. What's his name? Chase Young has actually his counter has been full, and now he's actually has his star under his name. It's supposed to be an X factor. I don't know why it's just a star, but yeah, he's unlocked now. So he was able to pressure Joe Burrow on that throw. 2nd and 8 after they ended up picking up the first down. Go to with the screening pass to Saquon Barkley. Cole Holcomb's able to knock him down short of the first down. Brings up a 3rd and 5 situation from the 29-yard line. Bengals still sticking with that hurry-up offense. Burrow looks like he's flipping the play. Hands the ball off to Saquon Barkley, and Matt Ioannidis stops him again in the backfield. Brings up forces the field goal, and they miss it. So, score 1 for the defense. They held this running game, stopped them on 4th down or 3rd down with the run, and they missed the field goal. So, score 1 for our defense. Anyway, 2nd and 7. Our offense's next second possession with the ball, and that Haskins and McLaurin connection is still there. Picks up a huge gain down to the 32-yard line. Come back on 1st and 10. Haskins still throwing the ball. This time connecting with Trey Quinn. Quinn's able to pick up the first down to the 21-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 21. Haskins drops back to throw again, and he just throws in a oh my God, a beautiful dot into the back of the end zone to Terry McLaurin. If we can get more throws like that from Dwayne Haskins, I feel so much better about. Like I was saying, if I can get more passes like that from Dwayne Haskins, I'd be feeling so much better about things. That's exactly what I want from him. And when he's throwing the ball to Terry McLaurin, especially on those crossing routes, throw it to a spot and let Terry McLaurin with his 95 speed go and run that ball down. And that's exactly what he did there. Anyways, 1st and 10, Bengals hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley back in there. Able to pick up 5 yards. Bengals still sticking with their hurry-up offense. Okay. 2nd and 5, they end up connecting with, I think that's Delaney Walker. Cross the middle, picks up the first down. Here's what I was talking about. Like, I was just looked at my defensive line. I was like, whoa, I got 2 stars down there. I was like, oh, then I put 2 and 2 together and figured out that Chase Young is counter finally fully counted. So you'll see me periodically throughout this trying to like read and see what his superstar abilities were, because I literally didn't know. You saw what I did before the game even started. I'm like, oh, I don't even know what his abilities are. I want to make sure I'm using him correctly. Anyways, 1st and 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. Joe Burrow handing the ball off to Saquon Barkley, and Barkley is able to get a gain of about 8 yards up to the 46-yard line. Oh, gave him 9. Let me go ahead and say what his abilities are. Speedster. So the Speedster is something I can't remember what the name of it is. But the best part about it is if you have pass commits, like you have to pass commit with, or I have to pass commit with Saquon, or not Saquon, with Chase Young, and he like on passing plays, if I guess right, he gets like a free shed. It works a lot better if you use it, obviously. As we get pressure on Joe Burrow right there, he throws an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 from the 39-yard line. But yeah, it works best if you use him. But Chase Young is nasty. Just put it like that. Chase Young is nasty. Anyway, 2nd and 10. Burrow ends up drop back. The throw ends up completing the pass to John Ross. Picks up the first down to the 28-yard line. Still sticking with that hurry-up offense. 1 minute left here in the first half. Burrow back to throw, and dangerous throw across the middle to his tight end again, Delaney Walker. Luckily, Walker's able to come up with the catch. 1st and 10, though, he goes down with the sack. Chase Young coming free off the left side. Ends up bringing down Joe Burrow for a loss of 1 yard. Second and 11, 33 seconds left. Ball on the 13-yard line. Bengals trying to get there or work their way into the end zone. They hand the ball to Saquon Barkley, who gets the edge down to the 2-yard line, picks up the first down, first and goal. They're running hurry up again, and this time they're going to hand it off to Saquon, and he gets popped in the backfield by Troy Apke. Like I said, this Washington defense, they're no slouches, man. It's difficult to run the ball against this defensive front. Second and goal, they end up getting us with the read option. Like I said, it's difficult to throw. You might want to pass, but yeah, and that's exactly what they do. End up finding John Ross on the bubble screen. Picks up the first down. 11 seconds left in the half. Just don't do anything stupid here on offense. Just get us to the second half. Everything's all good here. But yeah, I think I did a good enough job there explaining Chase Young. He's long story short, he's a beast. Anyways, first and 10, looking to see if we can get anything there, and we end up finding a huge chunk of yards there to Sims. And why not? We'll just go ahead and take a deep shot to the end zone. Haskins drops back to throw, and what the heck kind of what kind of throwing motion was that? If you didn't peep that, just go ahead and rewind this real quick and check out. Like, Haskins was straight looking to the left and threw it to the right. Like, that was just weird. Anyway, starting off the second half, we have the 6-point lead over the Bengals, but unfortunately the Bengals do get the ball. Force a touchback there. We already know what the Bengals are going to come out here doing. They're going to come out running the ball. We have to figure out a way to stop them. First and 10, we had Saquon Barkley wrapped up, and we just freaking let him go. And he's off and running, trying to truck not Troy Apke, that's Darby, I think that was. No, it was Troy Apke back there. But we just try to stay in front of him, slow Saquon down enough so that everybody else can come in and we can gang tackle him. But he gets a huge gain down to the 14-yard line. Bengals still sticking with their offensive game plan to hurry up, run the ball, hurry up, run the ball. First and 10 from the 14-yard line. They hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley. Gains about 3 or 4 yards. Give him 5. Second and 5 from the 8-yard line. Similar formation. This I-form formation. I'm not going to call him out for cheating because, I mean, as you see, I'm sure you've seen in the last couple of videos I've done, everybody breaks these rules. First and goal from the 3-yard line. Last time we were down here in this situation, we ended up coming away with. We had to stop, but then they end up sneaking in that little bubble screen and end up getting us. So first and goal from the 3. Bengals end up flipping the play, and we have Joe Mixon stopped in the backfield, but the combination, I think that was Fuller and Chase Young, they get that roll over my body animation, and they just end up throwing Joe Mixon into the end zone. Bengals now have the lead 14-13. Third quarter. Still a bunch of time left in this game. No time for us to panic at all. Just keep running our offense, especially with the way that the passing game has been working with Haskins and McLaurin. Just keep it up here, man. First and 10, we end up taking the check down route to J.D. McKinnis kind of late there. He's luckily able to pick up 7 yards. Second and 3 from the 31-yard line. Terry McLaurin in there now on the jet sweep, and McLaurin's able to get the edge, just unable to make the safety miss, but picks up a huge gain up to the 50-yard line. First and 10, we hand the ball off to Adrian Peterson, and he gets stopped for a loss of 1 yard. And AP's had a rough day, man. He's had a rough day. Maybe it just looks like these Bengals are giving us a throw, and why not? Just keep throwing the ball, man. Terry McLaurin again coming up with a huge catch in traffic there, way to stay inbounds. Gets us a gain down to the 26-yard line. We try to hand it off to our number 26, and he's only able to get 1 yard. Second and 9, jet sweep again with Terry McLaurin. He's able to catch the edge and picks up a first down to the 14-yard line. Washington's offense is moving right here. First and 10, we hand the ball off to J.D. McKinnis. Picks up a nice little gain, but there is a flag on the play. This one is unfortunately getting called back due to Jeremy Sprinkle holding on the play. First and 18 from the 23-yard line. Haskins drops back to throw. Gets the ball to Jeremy Sprinkle, and he's able to get 6 yards. You cost us a little bit. You cost us 8, my dude. Actually 8+, because McKinnis actually gained yards on that. Second and 12, though, we playmaker Sims into the end zone. He's just unable to hold onto the ball in traffic. Bringing up a 3rd and 12. Haskins drops back to throw. Has all day to throw. Couldn't find anybody open. Should have thrown the ball away. Takes the sack. Luckily, it's not a fumble. And we end up calling on Dustin Hopkins to come out and give us the lead. 16-14 in the third quarter. 1 minute left. Really just put the ball, or put the game in, I should say, in our defense's hand right here. Really just need them to come up with a stop here. And, yeah, just need them to come up with a stop because our offense is struggling to run the ball, period. Adrian Peterson's just, it's not his day. Second and 7, handing the ball off to Saquon Barkley, who takes a shot from Landon Collins. Somehow he holds on to the ball. Landon has pretty high hit power on this team. 1st and 10, though, they hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley. He finds the lane that he's been waiting for all day, gets into the end zone, but this one's coming back. Holding on the offense. Ha! Get one of those for yourself also, just like Jeremy Sprinkle did for us. Anyway, 1st and 10 after the hold, they try to hand the ball off to Saquon and gets tripped up. Might have gained a yard. 2nd and 13 across the middle. Whew! Good shot from Thomas Davis, but Delaney Walker held onto that ball. Even better catch. 3rd and 1, they hand the ball off to, is that Joe Mixon? No, I think it was Saquon Barkley. And Saquon's able to fall forward for the 1st down. Into the 4th quarter now, approaching that 5-minute mark. 2nd and 5. Burrow and this Bengals offense is just still sticking with their. I applaud this Bengals user. He stuck to his game plan no matter what. I figured that if we were able to get him into the situation where he was down maybe 1-2 scores, he would eventually break and have to start throwing the ball a lot more. But we just never got to that point. I mean, even when he's down, you see he's still just like, nah, I'm good. I'll just keep on running this ball, and we'll eventually get there. 4th and 2, however, he decides to go for it. I'm anticipating the run, but you already know I'm also waiting to shoot this gap with Landon Collins here. And he ends up calling a timeout. Didn't like the look he had. Comes out a different look. I remember this look. Last time he hit me with this, he hit me with that bubble screen. We're on it with Landon this time. And everybody else on the left side of the field, Troy Apke's able to come up and stop Saquon Barkley short of the 1st down marker. And now our offense has the ball. Just over 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Chance to just go ahead and ice this game away. Just get rid of all of these Bengals timeouts. Just keep the ball on the ground right here. We kept it on the ground 1st down, gained 1 yard. 2nd down, we ended up losing yards. But hey, the key here is just keep taking time away. 2-minute warning just passed. 3rd and 11, taking a deep shot. We end up finding Terry McLaurin on the sideline for the 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Bengals still only have 1 timeout left. We hand the ball off to J.D. McKinnis up the middle. Bengals use their final timeout. 2nd and 6 from the 38-yard line. We're running the jet sweep with Terry McLaurin, and he gets blown up in the backfield for a loss on the yard. Well, not even a loss. He didn't gain anything. 3rd and 10, however, we end up taking a deep shot. Why? Why are we throwing the ball? Why are we throwing the ball? We end up throwing an interception with Haskins. It's not the end of the world here. Bengals have not really shown us that they can throw the ball, and whenever they have, we have coverage behind it. Fabian Moreau won John Ross there. That's why you have a Fabian Moreau, 94 speed, able to keep up with those fast receivers like John Ross. 2nd and 10, Burrow taking another deep shot. Come on, Fabian. You could have ended the game right there. Had his hands on it, just unable to bring that one in. 3rd and 10, 36 seconds left in the game. Joe Burrow needing to get his team into field goal range, needs to complete a ball and get out of bounds in a hurry. I don't even think they'll be able to spike it. Takes another deep shot that should have been intercepted, but it's swatted down to the ground. 4th and 10, 30 seconds left in the game. Joe Burrow back under center is going to drop back to throw, and he ends up finding John Ross, and he's able to hold on to the ball for the 1st down. Bengals sprint to the front, sprint to the line, spike the ball. 13 seconds left in the game. From the 35-yard line, Bengals just needing field goal range. Probably need about a good 15 yards, maybe 25 yards for field goal range. But Burrow's still trying to take these deep shots to John Ross. I understand he's fast, but this Washington defense is even faster. 3rd and 10, 6 seconds left. Probably not any time for them to get anything going out of bounds. Burrow's under center, trying to change up some routes here. Play action, end up throwing to A.J. Green, and I mean, I guess if you just keep on throwing up in coverage over and over, eventually Madden's going to reward you. They rewarded him, but he had no timeouts left, unable to call timeout to call the field goal unit on. And the Bengals ended up dropping another win. This drops the Bengals down to 4-7, I believe, on the season. Improves this Washington football team to 8-2 on this young season. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment, subscribe for more Washington football team gameplays. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Later.
So for Washington, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it was